today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have a book to review for the Brumby. It cost me a total of $57.90 to the door. $7.23 of that was postage. So I have not even looked in this yet. I hope it's going to be handy and it'll be needed. And let's have a look. So I chose to get this because I've seen a couple of these before and they're very handy on cars that I used to own. If you need to know something specifically about the workings of the car or electricals of the car, these are super handy, especially if you're doing modifications or work on the car. In fact, if you own a car, you should have one of these with you just in case you want to do something to it or need to do something to it. So as you can see by the cover, it's made by Haynes, and on the front is actually a Subaru Leone. Now the Brumby was based off the same chassis. So on the front, Subaru 1600 and 1800, which was a series range that went from 1979 to 1994. This book includes the 1600, 1800, DL, the GL and Leone models, all of which the Brumby is included. Haynes Repair Manual, based on a complete teardown and rebuild, includes essential information on today's more complex vehicles. About 2.5 centimeters thick, so it's a decent thickness book. On the back, just got a bit of an overview of what's included in the book. I'll read that out. Inside this manual, routine maintenance, tune-up procedures, engine repair, cooling and heating, air conditioning, fuel and exhaust, emissions control, ignition, brakes, suspension and steering, electrical systems, wiring diagrams. Particularly the last two are of interest to me, seeing as I'm doing an electric conversion, the electrical systems and the wiring diagrams. However, it was always good to know these sorts of things, especially brakes, suspension. As you can see, these books are very well put together and are excellent for anyone who owns that model of car. Mike Stubblefield is the current writer for Haynes Publishing. He also teaches in the Automotive Technology Department in a college in Oxnard in California. He writes daily apparently, and his most popular book is a book about air conditioning systems. John Haynes is the original publisher of the Haynes Workshop Manuals, and the workshop manuals fueled a boom in the DIY car repair industry. Haynes was born in Ceylon originally. As well as the manuals, Haynes also was a publisher of car histories and motorsport title books that covered almost every type of motorsport. The Haynes manuals survived because of his wife, 2 sons and his siblings after he passed. So this is my first flip through of this book. I've used Haynes repair manuals before and they are super handy. In the start, before even getting into anything specifically about the Brumby or associated models, it has how to tell different grades of steel bolts, different measuring tools, conversion charts for measurements from metric to imperial, other conversion charts, tools you'll need whilst doing the things in the book. Some are quite specific and rather expensive, and usually you only have them if you're a mechanic workshop. Also goes through jack points, jump starting your car, different chemicals and lubricants you might find in the car. But all that stuff is super handy to have if you don't know it. But the thing I'm after, which I just pointed at specifically at the moment, is some manual transaxle bits and pieces, information, and also at the very back of the book, wiring diagrams, which is super handy doing electrical conversion because the 12-volt system has to all work with the high voltage system, and yeah, some integrations have to happen there. So this is the input shaft diagram and counter shaft diagram for the manual gearbox. And that seal is a seal I have to replace for the input shaft. That stub at the front isn't removable to get to the seal, so I have to pull the gearbox apart. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see some videos of me working on the Brumby doing the electric conversion, see them down below. Also, I did an LS1 swap on a van a while ago, which we used as a camper van. If you'd like to see that, we'll put the link in the description also. Thanks for watching.